Good afternoon. I'm not a doctor. Bit of butterflies in my stomach, standing before the scientific fraternity. I am from accounting fraternity. I'm a chartered accountant and a cost accountant. And I've done some pioneering work on vibrational healing, which I would like to put forth before you. We'll have an introduction. We'll move beyond the Newtonian mechanics, look into biology beyond Newtonian mechanics. We'll talk on V-heal, which is the subject. I'll present some case studies before you, and then we'll conclude the session. Since time immemorial, the study of disease and its remedies has captivated humankind. Today, modern medicine has gained prominence and widespread acceptance as the preferred method of curing diseases. However, it is also true that in spite of investing billions of dollars in research and development, answers for many diseases has remained elusive. Today we are living with more heart disease, increased arthritis, diabetes, insulin resistance, high blood pressure, etc. The list seems endless, with no hope in sight. Even though we know the function of every gene in the genome, we still do not understand how the human body or the brain works. I would like to quote Dr. Baltimore, who spoke on Human Genome Project and said that understanding what gives our complexity remains a challenge for the future. It is time to move beyond reductionism and lay foundation for new biology of complex life systems. Convergence of different methods of treatment, mainstream or alternative, shall understand our understanding, leading to the development of more rational treatment, improved therapies, and novel ways of intervention. This will lead to more effective and appropriate treatment. There is a profound evolutionary shift that is taking place in the world that can be seen in the growing recognition of the fundamental role of energy plays in healing. We are now in the process of revising the past centuries' biochemical concept, under which all major life processes which are chemical in nature, to one that proposes that such processes are electromagnetic in nature. We cannot continue to ignore a universal force, particularly one that controls all chemical reactions, all cellular events. I would like to quote Stephen Hawking here, who said that electromagnetism controls all chemical reactions, or for that matter, life itself. In the recent past, several scientific studies have come out with observation that complex biological processes are profoundly influenced by invisible forces, including electromagnetic spectrum, which comprises of microwaves, radio frequencies, the visible light spectrum, acoustic frequencies, etc. Electromagnetic frequencies having its own specific patterns are said to regulate DNA, RNA, protein synthesis, alteration of protein shape and its function, gene regulation, cell division, cell differentiation, hormone secretion, nerve function, etc. In essence, it can be said that all the invisible forces and electromagnetic spectrum are harbinger on which all fundamental biological processes are based. Energetic signaling mechanisms such as electromagnetic frequencies are 100 times more efficient than chemical signals, such as hormones and neurotransmitters, in relaying information within the biological systems. Recent groundbreaking research has proved that integral membrane proteins have stimulus response mechanism which can translate vibrational energy fields such as light, radio frequencies, etc. into cellular behavior. These are important findings because they acknowledge that biological behavior can be controlled by invisible forces, external as well as internal. V-heal redefines healing as it intends to treat diseases on methods which have never been perceived before. It is a transformational system of healing which is unique and is based on vibrations and subtle energies. The therapy is first of its kind, which is holistic as well as integrative in nature. V-heal merges ancient wisdom, modern research, and available knowledge, mainstream or alternative. It is a scintillating outcome of cross-pollination, blending all that we know with what is still unknown in the realm of healing. We Heal is non-intrusive form of healing which aims at transmission of required tailor-made frequency information into the subtle body to influence and facilitate an appropriate healing process. The energy field of the patient is analyzed using unique diagnostic methods, tracing the cause of diseases to the missing streams of energy. Vedic methods and resultant materials are used to reinitiate missing streams of energy. The material so obtained is encapsulated in a wearable device, which is in the form of a locket, amulet, or a pendant. The personalized device, that is V-Heal, is to be worn by the patient around his neck, or for that matter, any part of the body, within 100 days. This has been my observation for all the cases I've handled. Within 100 days, significant changes in the medical condition of the patients can be observed. No other change in lifestyle is suggested. The conditions keep on improving month after month till optimal state is reached. For the present study, I would like to put forth 3 cases of diabetes, 3 cases on autoimmune skin disorders, that is psoriasis and atopic dermatitis, and 3 cases on migraine. The first case of diabetes, he is a male, 61-year-old, and the reading before he came to us was 198 and 274, and 2012, the last report which I have, it has reduced to 93 and 138. Additionally, the patient has also reported that he has observed reduction in fatigue, hunger pangs, extreme constipation, and enhanced immunity and vitality. The subject 2 is a male who is 33 years of age. He came in the month of June. His process started in the month of June. His readings were 156 and 253, and the latest report which I have is 108 and 166. The subject 3, he is 36-year-old. He came with not a lot of deviation, but he came to me and the details are provided. The patient has also reported reduction in body pain and increase in body strength. Now I come to more interesting part, that is autoimmune skin disorders. The first subject is a male, age 48. The subject had rough skin under his feet, sole, and it was intensely itchy at times. The skin also cracked and was bleeding. He was suffering from disease for almost 10 years. After 3 months of starting the program, his feet became completely normal and only minimal traces were left on the legs. The second subject is a male, age 47. The subject had intense itching, rashes, skin peeling, darkened skin, dandruff. After using V-Heal for 5 months, the subject has reported significant changes in all the above medical conditions, and his dependence on steroids has gone down by almost 70%. The third subject is a female, age 13, suffering from atopic dermatitis. The subject had skin inflammation and raised brown patches all over the body, except face, since 3 years. After using for V-Heal for 9 months, she is almost out of the problem and totally independent of steroids. Now I come to migraine. The subject suffered from intense headache, particularly during summer season. She was extremely photosensitive. Presently, the subject has reported significant reduction in her problem and she doesn't use any painkillers. The second subject is a female who is aged 41. The subject had migraine affecting left side of her head and temple region. The problem intensified during menstrual cycle, exposure to bright light, anxiety, consumption of food items, and extreme cold or hot conditions. Presently, the patient has also reported significant reduction in her problem, and her dependence on painkillers have significantly gone down. The third patient, he is a male, age 51. The subject had severe headache coupled with severe pain in his left eye, and it was oozing. Water was oozing out of it for almost 10 years. He tried all the other areas of medicine, that is mainstream as well as traditional, but he did not get any help. Currently, the patient has reported that he has completely gone out of the problem and he does not depend on any medication. All methods of treatment, mainstream or alternative, have their shortcomings. So the best possible thing would be to converge all available technologies or methods to meet the noble objective of restoring a diseased human organism to its best possible state of health and well-being. This research offers a novel perspective for therapy engineering, opens a wide road for innovative treatment discoveries, and searching for new ways for curing illness. In this study, the patient-centered outcome provides convincing and compelling evidence on therapeutic efficacy of VHeal. VHeal provides a new perspective of understanding to disease alleviation and well-being. It requires a great leap in thinking beyond the limitations imposed by deterministic explanation and causal intervention. VHeal overcomes self-imposed limitations of existing realm by transcending the established narrow paradigm and offers framework based on dynamic energy system that more fully describes the multidimensional human being. It is an important shift of perspective and an evolutionary as well as a revolutionary step in the development of New Age medicine. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Dr. Sanjay Solanki. I mean, that's a different presentation we would expect for such a conference. Thanks a lot.
Pardon?
Thanks a lot for bringing such a different presentation to us.
Next presentation is...
No, thanks a lot for bringing us such a wonderful presentation.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Dr. Anil, would you like to?
Yes, I think you did a wonderful job, but I want to mention that there is no question about endurance. I use the word, simple word, endurance. You cannot compete with the endurance with the pain medicine. For instance, getting a little cut and you automatically prescribe morphine for the pain. It's not the way. You have to endure. And I think it is not new to me. I have heard in India, even after post-surgery, no prescription, patient did not ask for morphine or Demerol or all kinds of medicine because they have already learned to endure. That's how it's called self-perpetuating way of overcome the disease process. But what I like to commend on you, that you have ordered 2-hour postprandial glucose, which I don't see in US even by diabetologists or the nephrologist. So I commend you for that. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Any more questions?
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Sanjay. It was really very, very informative presentation. I'm sure a very different concept we all have heard today. And I kindly request Mr. Sanjay to please collect his certificate from our chair and co-chair. Mr. Sanjay.
I'm in Hyderabad, Jubilee Hills.